Generally, the English word ark is given different etymological roots than the terms of the previous paragraph, though probably not rightfully, as we shall see. The word is used mainly to refer to a chest or a box, or to a ship or boat. Etymologically, the word is considered to be rooted in the Latin arca, which refers also to a box or a chest, especially for storing valuables, although it may also refer to a coffin or a prison cell. So the thoughts which ark expresses are those of a container or a covering. From the same roots comes also the English word arcane, meaning hidden, concealed, and secret. So basically, an ark may be considered to be a box or chest in which a valuable secret is contained, hidden, and concealed. Now, it is hard to use the word ark without thinking of the Ark of the Covenant and the Ark of Noah. In Exodus, in the Old Testament, thus God ordered Moses to build an ark. A quite exact description is given of how this ark should be formed. The most eye-catching features of this ark are its chest-like form and the two cherubim on top who are facing each other and touching each other high with the top of their wings, by which they are covering what is translated as the mercy seat. In this ark, the stone inscribed Ten Commandments are contained, and this makes it known as the Ark of Covenant, referring to the covenant of God with the people of Israel. Obviously, this ark answers to the particularities that have been mentioned in the etymological consideration of ark. The Ark of Covenant is a box or chest in which a valuable secret is contained, hidden, and concealed. Now, the shape of the ark is of interest for this contemplation. The base consists of a rectangular box, and when this box is laid out into a two-dimensional symbol, then the Tau cross or the Christian cross appears. And on top of this ark did God order Moses to put two cherubim facing each other and touching each other high with the top of their wings. In this way, then, the two cherubim are forming an ellipse. Thus, we see in the Ark of Covenant with the ellipse on top of the cross, again the ark sign and the symbol of the victorious Christ. It is then no wonder that God says that He will meet and commune with Moses from the inside of this ellipse, above the mercy seat and between the two cherubim. For only through Christ does man come to God, and Christ is born from the first undated unity, ellipse or circle, as we have seen earlier. That the covenant of God with the people of Israel is contained, hidden, and concealed in the ark is another confirmation of this thought, because Christ, the sole principle, is contained in the created universe. However, when Christ has not become victorious yet, then He is hidden and concealed in creation. Only when victorious is Christ revealed, and thus God speaks to man through Christ. Remember that the Christ principle is applied both on an anthropological and cosmological scale. So, what about the Ark of Noah? This was considered the other biblical ark to which thoughts are automatically directed with the use of the word ark. The story of Noah's Ark appears in the Old Testament in Genesis. In that story, does God command Noah to build an ark, a boat, to house his family, and also male and female specimens of every living being. This with the goal to repopulate the earth after God would have sent His blood over it. Now, where in the previous biblical story the ark was a chest or box, there is the ark in this story a ship or a boat, and the particular shape of the boat is again elliptical, and similarly is the eye as the most important sense in man, also the medium between what man is not, the seen objects, and what he is, the seer. Thus, the analogy between the eye and Christ holds. Interestingly to remark here is that the Hindi word for eye is which might very well be etymologically related to ark. To deepen this possible relation, however, another contemplation would be needed. For indeed, would it be interesting to contemplate the symbolism of the eye somewhat deeper, also in relation to God's all-seeing eye, the eye of Shiva, and the third eye. However, there is no space here to do this. Thus shall it be left to be contemplated somewhere else. Now we recognized in the shape of the Ark of Noah an ellipse and an eye, but there is still another symbol that can be recognized in that shape, namely the Christian symbol of the fish. The meanings that can be attached to this symbol stretch themselves from the prophets Jesus Christ to Christ universally. Christ taken in a universal way is to be recognized again in the ellipse and the cross, which are both present in the Christian fish symbol. It also comes very close to the loop that anteceded the ankh symbol, but at the same time does the fish refer to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was the prophet of the astrological age of Pisces, also known as the fish's sign. As such, his closest disciples were fishers, whom he made fishers of men. He also worked wonders with fishes. He multiplied them to feed a crowd, and he ordered Simon to catch a fish with a coin in his mouth. And it is also by eating fish that the disciples broke their fast on Jesus Christ's appeal. Further, after his resurrection, he also ate fish while informing his disciples about his destiny and the disciples' mission.